Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have a tough act to follow, being the last speaker of the evening. Soldiers and the army, to most of us, raise the connotations of valor and guns and war and fighting and slogans and cheering. I'm going to speak to you today about soldiering with specific focus on confidence, courage and conviction. There's a phrase in English commonly used to soldier on. One talks of anybody who doesn't give up, who carries on despite obstacles and hardship, as soldiering on. So ladies and gentlemen, what is it that sets us apart? It is not the uniform, it is not the badges or the flags. It is an attitude. Anyone can wear a uniform, but to be a soldier means to have a certain attitude. And each one of you, each one of us can be that soldier in whichever line of work or walk of life we are in. Military training is designed to break down the individual. It is harsh and demanding. I have been in uniform from the age of 12. I first went to school in the 4th class at age 9. I never attended school before that because we lived in a remote place where there were no schools. My parents taught me basics of reading and writing. On the farm we had a Master Ji from the village who used to come and teach me Hindi with his feet on the chair. I used to be sitting and his feet would be on the table in front of me. I joined the RIMC, first Vellum boys, then the RIMC, NDA, IMA, and into the army. Infantry, Gurkha Rifles. The training of a soldier begins with breaking down the individual. And this is where soldiering flies in the face of a lot of what is taught or talked about today as a recipe for happiness or fulfillment. The mantra is believe in yourself, live your dream, value yourself, everything yourself, everything about me and my place and my happiness and my role. In soldiering, we begin by breaking down that me. The me is ruthlessly crushed. In the routine, in the beginning of training, in the early years, you are deliberately made to do illogical and even stupid things, which if I were to describe to you here, you would possibly raise your eyebrows or laugh. It is all with a purpose. And when you do these things together as a group, not as an individual. As the individual I is broken down and subdued, the we gets strengthened. The bonding, the fellow feeling, the shared companionship of hardship and discomfort grows so strong that by the time military training is over and a soldier or an officer dons his uniform and goes forth to join his unit, he is no longer an individual I. He is a member of a larger brotherhood, a larger organization that stands for subordination of the individual. Now this is anathema. Some of you, I'm sure, must be wondering, what is this old man standing and talking about? This is an age of individualism. This is an age of consumerism. This is an age of self-gratification, self-glorification, selfie. It's an age of the selfie. But the fact is that when the chips are down in life, no matter where one is, whether in the armed forces or outside, when the chips are down, we know that no one of us is capable of handling disaster, catastrophe, collapse on our own. No matter how qualified we may be, no matter what organizations we may head and what experience we may hold and how well we may talk and present ourselves, when the carpet slips from under our feet, we need somebody to hold our hands. We need the group we belong to. We need, whether it is our family, co-workers, friends, or in the context of the armed forces, platoon, company, battalion, or whatever. So, where is it that we move along this path which takes us to the point where we can gain confidence, courage, and conviction that it is not we as individuals that matter, but how we belong and how we relate to the larger community that we are a part of. And that can be extended in concentric circles of increasing radius from our immediate family right up to the global community beyond. Early influences, somewhere when we are growing up, when we are young, we are made to believe that we are not good enough. We are too short, we are not fair enough, we are not intelligent enough, so-and-so is much better looking, so-and-so gets better marks, so-and-so plays football, why don't you? And so-and-so has so many friends, a better car, better house, whatever. The message that is instilled in us at a young age, many of us, is that you are not good enough. And therefore, you realize or you internalize the message that I am not in control. And if I am not in control, then I have to latch on to something outside of me which makes me look as if I am in control, which makes me look as if I belong, which makes me look as if I don't stick out. So, where is it that courage and confidence and conviction get linked? I would just like to say that habits of thought get formed where we start holding certain beliefs about ourselves. And it is like water. When you pour water onto a pile of sand, the first time the sand is smooth, the water will drop and it will form a certain pattern as it cuts through the sand. Nobody can predict what that pattern will be. But the next time and the next time and the next time that you pour the water onto the sand, it is going to follow the same grooves and it's going to cut them deeper and deeper. The brain is a self-organizing system, and while we all consider ourselves very logical and think that we are impartial and unbiased, however, we have thinking habits that filter our thoughts and make us respond in a certain way no matter what the input is. So the point that I'm trying to make is that we first have to believe in what we are a part of. We first have to suborn the individual and come to a point where we believe in what we do. Because if we do not believe in what we do, we will not be able to do it well. We will not be confident. We will not have courage. We will not have integrity, which is what I think, what I say, and what I do. If they are not the same, then I lack integrity. And that integrity can only come if I have conviction about the path I walk. And to have that conviction, I first need to identify with something larger than myself. With complete conviction will come the courage to take a stand, the courage to make a difference, the courage to fall down and get up again, the courage to not be good enough according to other people's opinion, the courage to be myself and not need to hide behind pseudo images and pseudo personas. And with that courage will come the confidence to walk the talk and make a difference and lead a fulfilling life. So if we live a life of conviction, it will lead to commitment. Without conviction, there is no commitment. It will lead to a life of commitment to your choices, because everything is a choice. And it will stop us blaming others, and will give us confidence in our abilities and the courage to face and overcome all the obstacles we face. So from today, let us all stop blaming anything outside of ourselves. Subordinate the I. Identify ourselves as a member of a global family and walk with conviction, courage, and confidence through the life that we live. Thank you.